In this video, we're going to take a look at dividing fractions by fractions. So here's our first problem, 1/2 divided by 3/5. So 1/2 divided by 3/5. And we want to know how many 3/5 are in 1/2. So again, with our understanding of the algorithm, we know that we keep our 1/2 the same. And because of our multiplicative inverse, we change this to multiplication, and then we flip this using the reciprocal. So we would have 5/3. And we know that 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. And so our answer would be 5/6. Here we have 3/8 divided by 1/4. And so I have 3/8 divided by 1/4. And again, keep our 3/8 the same. With multiplicative inverse, we're going to change this to a multiplication. And then our reciprocal is going to flip the second fraction to 4/1. And so I know that 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. And 8 multiplied by 1 is 8. Well, that gives me an improper fraction because my numerator is larger than my denominator. So I want to see how many times 8 will go into 12. And 8 goes into 12 one time with 4 left over, because 8 times 1 is 8. And then 8 plus 4 is 12. So that gives me 4 left over out of the 8 that I had. Well, I also know that 4 and 8 are also divisible by 4. So I take that divided by 4, this divided by 4. And so I end up with 1 and 1/2 for my final answer. Here I have 8/9 divided by 2/3. So again, keep my 8/9 as it is. Change this to multiplication. And then with my reciprocal, I would flip my second fraction to 3/2. And I know that 8 multiplied by 3 is 24. And I know that 9 multiplied by 2 is 18. And again, numerator is larger than the denominator, so it's an improper fraction. So I need to see how many times 18 will go into 24. Well, 18 times 1 gives me 18, plus 6 gives me 24. So that means I have 6 out of the 18 left over. Well, both 6 and 18 are divisible by 6. And so that leaves me with a final answer of 1 and 1/3. So here I have 3/4 divided by 1/2. 3/4, change multiplication, and then reciprocal or flipping this one would make it 2/1. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. Again, improper fraction because my numerator is larger than my denominator. So I want to see how many times 4 goes into 6. Well, 4 times 1 will give me 4. And then 4 plus 2 will give me 6. So that leaves me with 2 left over out of the 4 I originally had. And both of these are divisible by 2 because they're both even. And that leaves me with a final answer of 1 and 1/2.